Hello everyone and welcome to another Division 2 video. Today we are looking at a game between Jaapaasa and SteppeKnight from the December monthly tournament. So this video should be the first one if everything goes well with a higher resolution. So the thing that I wanted to do didn't really work, where you record at a high resolution that your monitor actually has. It does work in theory, but for some reason it didn't work for me. However, my second monitor has a better resolution, so I'm just recording it on that one now. However, if I play myself, these games will be at 1080p still. The reason for that being that my main gaming monitor with the lower resolution has a higher maximum frame rate than my second monitor, and for playing, I much prefer that one. So that's the reason why. It's not actually that important for Steel Division, but for other games it is. And like I've kind of like my monitor so that it's not super nice to play on my second monitor, but casting is okay. But yeah. Also, the guides that I tease at some point are in the making. However, it is going to take a while till they come out. Guides are a little bit more work, especially the town fight one, because I need to find proper footage for that as well, for everything that I want to show, and this is very, very time intensive. But yeah, with that, let's now go to the decks. And we start off with Third US Armored. A nice division, although I've never actually seen it played on Stilce, so I'm not sure if how well this works. I guess we're gonna have to wait and see. Recon tab, he brings the Recon EM20, and then it's just some of the mates and stewards. Pretty usual there. Infantry tab, usual as well. Not a lot of veterancy because numbers are quite limited, and then he brings everything in half tracks as well. Tank type, interesting, I would say, because it doesn't actually bring a single jumbo, which is kind of the gimmick of this division. That being said, though, I think the reasoning here is probably that he's afraid that it just gets killed by the rocket planes, and he thinks that the Sherman's probably going to do the job anyway. Plus, I mean, he has all the stewards, which is going to be super annoying because there's no AT weapons other than the tanks and the one card of what's it called, Achilles in A phase. Like right until C phase, there's nothing except infantry carried weapons and these tanks. So if you have stewards everywhere, this can be super annoying to deal with. Of course, supporter pretty standard as well. More light armor with the M8 Scots, flamethrower 50 cal. 105s, the usual. AT tab, quite nice there with M1 guns and M5 guns. I mean, there's really nothing to complain there. I think there's some M10s and whatnot, but he decided not to take them. Might not, are not that crucial, I think. AA tab, M15s, it's what you have. Artillery tab, quite nice as well. Leader, 81mm mortar, and the M12. And then in the air tab, we do have a very small selection of planes, just some recon fighter and a P-51 with a big bomb loadout. And on the other side, we do have SSB, the G's division. Although it has been nerfed. It's still quite strong though. Also, wasn't meant to judge. I love to see it in a tournament because you don't see it all that often. But it used to be such a G's division. I haven't seen it that much, and I'm not sure if it still is. But the one time I played it against it still felt pretty strong. Well, anyway, Recon tab. He brings the Morris LRC, which is an interesting unit. I I have to guess he does it for the radio because this thing is borderline useless. Um, but it's only 5 points, so whatever. Then he brings the Commando Sniper Field Team 30 CQC unit there and some Staghounds. Infantry tab, quite nice, although he doesn't actually bring that much infantry in B phase, which is interesting. I mean, it's a strong income phase after all. A phase, a nice selection of range tools there. One of them might be the number 45 or the number 3. One of them has Piats, which is going to be very crucial, I think. Then, of course, the number 4 demo is super strong, and this is the Sniper Bren team, also quite nice to have. It brings assault engineers. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of these. You have an assault team or something like that. That is better, I think, my opinion. But this has the Piat, and I guess in this matchup, it probably really needs that Piat. So that's probably the smart choice. And then the commander number 10, which is a double Vickers, I think. Lots of leaders, and then some AB rifles Piat in C phase to round everything up. Tank tab, different types of Shermans. Nice selection there, and some Fireflies in B phase, of course. Support tab, not much. Vickers, supply, and then the Crocodile. Crocodile's going to be super annoying because, yeah, I mean, except for the APCR, there is not much that can actually kill that in SteppeKnight's deck, so that's going to be super annoying to deal with. As always, this is kind of why you bring these. AT tab, The Commando tank pass is super fast, transport super annoying to deal with. Achilles, Wolverine, and 17-pounder sea phase, so quite heavy in sea phase. But that's kind of the thing with this division, right? All the heavier stuff, or most of the heavier stuff, only comes in sea. A nice little selection of tools there. He brings some Beaufort and the Crusader Mark 1 at double vet. Interesting. And then in B phase, some more Crusaders, although this time the Mark 2B, which is nice. It's basically Tripulson in a Crusader, and then despite his low income in sea phase, he still brings the 94mm. I mean, it's the only tool on the ground that can, like, theoretically pen the Jumbo. However, at max range is still going to struggle, and jokes on him, he's not actually needing it. But of course, Jaapaasa doesn't know that, so like no judgment here. I would do the same if I was him. Artillery type, just the Centaurs. Centaurs are amazing, and the air type then some DC fire and a nice assortment of Hellcats, including the rocket one, which is might be needed, of course, if you play against third US, because once again, you might have to deal with these jumbos. And truthfully, if this is all you have in A and B phase to deal with tanks, you might actually need this still to deal with any sorts of tanks. And we are back. So, as always, we're going to start with the deployment. So, we do see rather light deployment down south. I think this is just CQC, and this is not CQC. Don't know what that is. 45. I think it's a Piat one. And yeah, the Morris, yeah, looks like it's really just there for recon and what's it called? Radio, because otherwise it would be pushing with it. We do see a strong push on SteppeKnight's side though, so he looks like he's trying to get into here with some flamethrowers and engineers and whatnot. Light armor pushing there as well. Stewards, mate, Scots, everything. Also, he covers it off with an M1 gun and an M15 already, so looks like SteppeKnight's strong push will be happening down south. If we go further north, he's deploying very lightly in the town, and he's still supported with light armor though, and then also very lightly here on the hill with just some support weapons. Jaapaasa deploying defensively there as well. He tries to get into this flag, which I think is relatively common for a red side. Also supported with some light armor and an early Achilles. And then further north, we see a first AA piece and not super strong force, honestly, just a machine gun, one unit and some light armor there as well. Nothing too aggressive. Neither on SteppeKnight's side, and on top also very defensive. On top is, however, where Jaapaasa pushes strong. He brings them for his RFC, LRC, all of them there. I mean, once again, I get it as cheap radio for pushing. Like, maybe I missed something. Maybe it does something. I don't know, but I would be very surprised. But yeah, I think let's start this now. Ah, we see an early C fire out as well. I was wondering. And then F6C as well. That explains a lot because, as I said, I was a little bit wondering a little bit. I felt like you could deploy more, and that explains a lot. Surprised that they do not try to engage. I think the C fire should have the better loadout. I feel like, although 50 cals are still very powerful. Might be wrong. Might be wrong then. Yeah, both basically just checking out the resistance where their main push is gonna happen. But SteppeKnight just has it here, and Jaapaasa had it here at the start as well, so he knows what's coming, I think. You cannot, like, you never should underestimate the value of these recon planes. Like, they provide so much value. SteppeKnight getting in here, he killed the one unit that had the Piat, and there's basically nothing here that can stop these M8s now. Probably should have deployed a little bit more passively. Commando tank busters got killed, probably by the armored rifles. Might have been in the transports. All the armor now pushing. The problem, half-track's probably going to go down. The problem is this has a bazooka. No, it revealed itself. It's probably going to die without shooting the bazooka. Tank busters getting in here. The armored rifles might be able to stop it in time. It doesn't unload now. The armored, no, never mind. Stag out now can just finish these off. At CQC range, they will win with the TNT, and then they can kill the half-track and grab this. 13-11 for Jaapaasa as he grabs the flag up north, I think. Now he's lost that one, though. But oh no, he's grabbed these two, that's why. He hasn't grabbed that one yet. Commando tank busters get the kill here. The problem is, yeah, the Commando 45 is falling back. 12-12 now. SteppeKnight just nicely supporting his push. There's one Commando number 3 there, but I mean, SteppeKnight could just overwhelm that if he wants to, with the units that he has around. He has to wait a little bit for that, though. Sherman coming in, nothing here can actually stop that, except for the M1 gun, which is a little bit behind. And then some recon, although there's probably more for CQC, actually. A mate being redirected to deal with the stack hound. Achilles might actually stop that. 14-10 now for SteppeKnight as he grabs these 2 flags as well. I mean, once he has the hill here, there's not much that stops him from rushing into the town as well, grabbing this flag. Achilles is in a bad spot. He doesn't actually have a long line of sight on this road. So if these manage to get close enough, that's going to be problematic. Commander number 3 has been spotted. He should have left it at the edge, in the middle of the forest, I think. Engineers, this isn't a submachine gun squad, so it's not actually good against the engineers, because the engineers will win with their TNT. Sherman pushing forward, has to be careful though. If these unload within range, which they might, then the Sherman's going to go down to the bazooka. It's very risky. Oh, I think the Sherman's going to die. It's going to pin them in time. No, he does not. -1 Sherman. That's bad. Like, that's a big loss. Seafire being forced off. Crusader though shooting at the P-51. Wait, what's his position? Oh, it wasn't moved further forward. Interesting. Demo finally surrendered. 12-12 though. Morris NRC versus Stewart. I mean, Stewart shouldn't win this. Looks like the... Oh, the P-51 bombed the Achilles. That makes a lot of sense. I mean, nothing here is preventing SteppeKnight from just moving in now. He can basically grab all these flags. Like, this is a disaster for Jaapaasa. The problem is also his infantry aren't cheap, right? And he kind of has to rely on these now. And once again, I mean, the big problem here is he doesn't have that many tools to deal with armor. Achilles is coming in, but that's risky because the armor is not that thick, and if these push forward at closer ranges, they might actually pen it. Weirdly enough, I think the Sherman would... No, not weirdly, actually. I mean, the Sherman would be the better tool here, I think. And then number 45, shooting at some armored rifles, as well as the field team. Weird front line here in the center, look at that. But it's going to collapse now. Although they should hold. Commando gets the same bonuses as... they get more than that, but they also get the same bonuses as... what's it called? Raider. So the bubble should stay. Commander number 45 has been suppressed. If they can recover in time, they can kill this steward. And actually Tank Buster can do it as well. It just needs to move forward. 15-9 though for SteppeKnight. Really nice push there. I mean, so far he has had a good game plan, and he has executed it really nicely. He's lost that flag, but that's okay. I mean, he can try to stabilize with the stewards here, as long as you know, Jaapaasa can't just move along the rows of houses because he will spot them. I think it's going to be fine. Sherman's going to be an issue. SteppeKnight needs to react to that. Frontline here reconnecting. And don't think we're going to see a massive encirclement here though, because Jaapaasa lacks unit on this side, and everything is moving already anyway. 50 cal finds what? Commando? Tank busters? Oh, tank busters has definitely been spotted by something. That's bad. Achilles spotted something for a brief moment. Suffering from hill pressure anyway, so like if he tries to shoot there, 100%. Jaapaasa has stabilized up north now. The problem is he needs to get across at some point, which is not going to be easy if there's AT guns and armor and whatnot. Corners off. We do see a 76 now coming in. 13-11, so Jaapaasa stabilizing. So regrab this flag, still holding that one. He has of course the one up north, he's regrabbed this one. Still down these 2 flags. And that one of course, but he makes up for it with grabbing 2 flags himself. Right here and here. Although this flag, this hold should be very temporary. Might have not been spotted. I mean, with the raider trait they do have, I think... No, they only have good stealth. Still bad enough though. Consider that this is just armor. I think the M20 should be able to spot it, but Maybe not. Who knows? Armored rifles, LMG coming in. Yeah, can they see far enough into the forest? I don't think they can. Tank bus is moving forward. They can definitely kill a Steward, but they are low on health. This one moving in as well. I think it should have just chilled there. Might actually be a mistake. So he needs to get far enough in there. Steward falling back. Yeah, he's not gonna get in there. And we just died. Oh, no, mate died. So the Achilles, I have to imagine. Let's find something else. Finds a Steward here. Yeah, that's a good target. Both is forcing off the, or trying to force off the F6. I don't know why this is at the edge of the forest, to be honest. So it's a sniper one. Oh, the leader has a sniper. Finished off something there, but it's not going to get a flag back anytime soon. 105 shooting at the Sherman V5DD. However, it's the one without heat shell, so it's not going to do all that much. Like, you can still kill it eventually, but it's not going to have an easy time. Achilles can't see the Steward anymore. Interesting. Yeah, the line of sight here are super weird with all these little, like, forest patches. No, actually not. It's just the lakes. And you should still be able to see above them, right? It's, I don't know. Line of sight tool can be weird. Another Sherman coming in. Up, down south. However, there's AT guns now. So that might be a problem. Don't think Jaapaasa has spotted it. Oh, look at that. The the tank buster got killed off. With the cover difference, but there's a massive loadout difference here as well. Commander won't help with that. Who wins this? I think the LMG rifles, yeah, they will kill before the suppression comes into effect. P51 now going after this right here. Maybe we'll suppress both of these, potentially even kill them. Kills the demo. Suppress this one. Suppress the engineers too if they haven't been suppressed already. Oh, the Sherman is doing it. Leader coming in. Because in a nice little cover position. 76 is here though. That's dangerous for the Sherman too there. Yeah, and one gun opens up on the Sherman. There's two here actually. It's gonna be an issue. Sherman responds, but yeah, it's gonna go down. Infantry was allowed to push forward because nothing here actually covers it off. There's a 81 with more than on south, but it has not been used as far as I can see. No, I think these are wrecks of some tanks. Yeah, I mean, if you allow SSB's infantry to push forward, they can do a lot of damage. But flags have now been recovered. Oh, Sherman falling back has got a pen from the 76. The number 3 only has the boys AT rifle, and it's a horrible AT rifle. Like I'm genuinely surprised that it even got a kill. It's that bad. I mean, of course, yeah, if the half-track drives close enough, it should get the kill, of course. But like 20 meters of penetration, it's just nothing. What's the armor on this? 15 millimeters. So at range, it will bounce quite a bit. Commando is still suppressed. M8 Scott can surrender that. There we go, another flag lost. 14-10 once again. But we have reached B phase. So Jaapaasa now unlocks his income and he's got access to some more tanks that can do something at range with his Fireflies. And we already see the first one. He kind of needs them to deal with the 76. It's not great because it's a 1750 meter range. The 76 will still reliably pen the Firefly. So you might just downtrade in points then with the Firefly. Helka now coming in to deal with this 76 right here. Grabbing this flag, nice little push there. I mean, having no AT guns really is so annoying. Or might actually get the kill on the transport too. Barely missed that. But boys AT rifles already moving forward. So then one gun here sneaking forward into a nice little position there to shoot at this Achilles. Achilles might actually go down to the 76. Yep, there it goes. Both is now in a dangerous spot. He needs to run. Otherwise, the 76 might claim it as a victim. And while SteppeKnight doesn't have a big air force, the one P51 that he has done a lot of work so far. This flag has been re-grabbed. In the meantime, the commander that was here did die, and we see a massive reinforcement here by SteppeKnight. Although I mean, overall, Jaapaasa has forced a massive response up north, so like all in all, it might actually have been worth it for him, because we also like see, yeah, it's so many units here. However, if Jaapaasa does counter-reinforce it to make sure that he can keep this flag, then SteppeKnight actually gets to profit from that investment. This whole investment was necessary just to stabilize this, and might have been worth it. Stuart now bullying some infantry AP. Not AV. Solid infantry is just moving forward. Oh, he tries to sneak around. I mean, if he gets in here, it's gonna wreak havoc. 16-8 for SteppeKnight as he regrabs the open again. Bothers did fall back. Firefly has been redirected. No, it's a new Firefly coming in. Not with a fast move order though, weirdly enough. F6 providing a lot of valuable recon. The mortar could be used now, but it is not, which is an interesting choice. Firefly coming in. Again, really far forward. Like, why doesn't Jaapaasa want to have it like somewhere back here where it can actually outrange the AT guns? So these have been a massive issue. 18-6 now. Wow. Yeah, this push here still successful. Firefly can of course easily kill everything here, so that's going to be a little bit of a problem. And that's why personally I think SteppeKnight should still have taken the jumbo. Like if you cover it off with your AA, it should be okay-ish. And if your opponent has to buy more planes to get past the AA, then he's already invested more than you have. And he can do that still anyway. Like it's not like Jaapaasa can't do this if there's no jumbo, right? So. But that's just my 2 cents. I mean, both of these players are better than me, so every time I make a thought like this, you always have to keep in mind that this comes from someone who is not as proficient at the game as these top players. Oh, 76 survives. M15 saving the day here. Because the Hellcat truly, you can definitely kill tanks in one hit. Like with rockets, it's always a bit hit or miss. Sometimes you get the kill, sometimes you don't. But the spread from the suppression definitely does not help. When you want to hit, of course, it absolutely helps you when you want to save your tanks. Firefly pushing forward here into center, picking apart some armor here. 17-7 now, so Jaapaasa bring it back a little bit, but he only has 9 minutes left. And it's not looking like he's gonna turn it around completely anytime soon. And up north he's losing hard. Firefly is now here to save the day. However, oh, that's big, that's massive. 76 goes down to the Sherman too. Because now, nothing here except for bazooka units. Right here, not even just yet. Right now, nothing here can actually reliably kill that Sherman. M5 gun coming out, that can very reliably kill it. If that 76 would have survived, it would have been very realistic for SteppeKnight to push forward and grab more ground here. That would have been devastating. Firefly getting hit by the... Yeah, it goes down to near morning. I genuinely do not get why Jaapaasa wanted to push that far forward with the Firefly. I mean, it has the range, you know. And there's no intel, like, all his infantry units are far back. He has the recon unit here, but it doesn't have that much. It should be able to see this, but I mean, with at this range, maybe with the stealth, no, very likely that you don't see this in time. So yeah, I'm not convinced. 18-6 once again. SteppeKnight pushes forward in here with a half track. What killed it? Did the M5 gun kill it? Something killed the Firefly here, and I do not get what. One gun in a nice little spot here. The problem is it can... Like, if infantry decides to push forward here, it will be taken out. Commando leader has a Piat, but it's getting shot at by the Steward. He needs to fall back and tuck like in here, wait for the Steward to come forward. Crocodile coming. This is actually a good tool to deal with this, right? Because the Crocodile, it can just move forward. The M1 gun will not pen this. So this is the tool, this is the right tool for this situation. The Firefly was not it. Got an M5 gun here covering the open. Nice positioning there. The light armor is just such a big issue. Like, yeah, infantry push here stopped once again. Sherman coming in. Can deal with that. Light armor here is a massive issue. Oh, the Firefly is not that. It just no. Oh, it was redirected over here. It's the same Firefly, and now it's going back. Okay, okay, makes a lot more sense. And I was wondering why I didn't see a right. It's not Firefly. No, it's a half track. Yeah, it has been redirected. Can kill the light armor here and take care of that. But still, I mean, SteppeKnight was able to grab this flag for a while because the Firefly was busier. If you don't have AT guns and light tanks, it just, yeah, you're relying on more tanks and you have to always shift them back and forth. Can be super annoying to deal with. Firefly versus the Steward. Steward should not win this. Ah, Firefly misses though, so Steward's gonna get away. M15 coming in as well. South we do see another Sherman. Yeah, but this time it's redirected in the right direction. He wants to push through here, avoid the AT gun, which, oh, actually has been killed off. The Crocodile should be relatively uncontested here. Surprised that the 81mm mortar still has not been used. I don't see any, yeah, I don't see any craters or anything, so it's still been sitting there. It also has max ammo, that should tell us as well. Oh, nice little cheeky push with the half-track here, grabbing this flag as well. Commando leader pushing forward. I mean, that's expensive to just push forward with it like that, but it can still grab ground and hold flags, and actually do some finding with the sniper. It can also kill the half-track. Nice little, like, the push idea here is super nice from SteppeKnight, right? Because it gives him the 18-6, which he really needs right now. I mean, it really needs. It would at least be better, let's put it at that. But Commander Leader is there to save the day with the Piet. Hellcat coming in for the Steward. Not sure if this was the best target here, honestly, because, you know, the tanks are arriving anyway, and the M20 is still here to be annoying. Assault Engineers, even though I do not like this unit, will easily beat the Flamethrower, and it will kill off the Steward here. I mean, this matchup, this is the way to go, right? You're gonna win your engagements anyway, and you can also use it to kill off tanks, which is desperately needed. Boys AT rifle struggling to kill the M20. Gets a loader knockdown though, so... yeah, finds the Steward, can now go over to kill the Flamethrower. And then might even be able to... no. If it goes around, it might be. That's risky. 15-9. Still only 2 minutes, 3 minutes actually to go for Jaapaasa. He brings it back to 14-10 now. 5 minutes left. Just re-grabbing this flag with the commando there. But the problem is if you have, like, this thing is 5 points, right? And you have to send now a 30-point unit to save this. This is not so good. This is not a good trade. It's not an actual trade, but like it's not a good investment trade, let's put it at that. 81mm mortar is now moved, so it looks like SteppeKnight finally plans on using it. And things like this is really bad when, I mean, this is what? A significant part of his income advantage in A phase, and he used it for something that he hasn't actually used. Now, I don't think that this is the issue here now. It's just generally a bad thing, and it happens to all of us. Like, once again, when I make such comments, like, a lot of these are common mistakes that we all do. Top players do it a little bit less. Good players do it a bit more, and the newer players do it a little bit more once again, but it happens to all of us, really. Now the Wolverines come in as we approach C phase. And having the Wolverine is great, because of course it's a cost-effective tool to deal with a lot of the units that are around here. You don't need to invest into Sherman, which with this income really does matter. But Jaapaasa still needs to find more flags. Like he's got some time back on the clock, but he still needs to do something with it. Looks like the Firefly did go down eventually. Don't know to what. Where? Oh, that must be the Firefly. Yeah, there it goes. Don't know what killed that. Oh, might have been the M5 gun. Steward goes down, that's bad. Oh, we see a nice little armored push up north. That's gonna be difficult, although there's only 176 and this is the true danger here, right? The Sherman and the Wolverine should be relatively safe from the Stuarts, at least if they can keep their distance, because the Stuart can at very close range kill the Wolverine, but he first needs to get the 17 pounder now coming in for the hill. Needs to be careful. The 76 might snipe. Oh no, you can't snipe this, I think, not at this distance. One gun is finding... Oh, the Sherman right here. Should not struggle to kill that at all. But Jaapaasa has managed to push back with the help of his Crocodile and his Sherman. So it's gonna be tricky now. And there's not much here to hold this now, so Jaapaasa can start just pushing through. He can kill these off, he can maybe even kill that one if SteppeKnight doesn't react and then grab this flag. 51 coming in for another bombing run on the 17 pounder. That's a good target here. Because of course SteppeKnight is very reliant on his armor, so to keep that safe. I think it's gonna, yeah, it's gonna get in. SDA is too far away. Nice bomber run there, down it goes. I think this is definitely paid off, I have to imagine. And 76 can once again dominate here. Still needs to be careful. The Sherman close enough will win. Can kill, and together with the Wolverine they will win. That's what what I want to say. SteppeKnight brings it back to a 13-11 though, as he grabs this flag now with his half track, and he's re-grabbing this with some half tracks as well. I mean, he's realized, I think, that he just needs to find some flags and can keep them for long enough to make sure that he can take down Jaapaasa completely. And I think at this point is the right call. Just find some flags and hold them. Oh no, something just killed that poor steward leader there. Commander leader pushing forward. If he does it right, he will get in Piat range of the M15 without getting hit, and that would be a big issue. Oh, but some infantry and a tank going down there, that's massive. It's going to make it even harder for Jaapaasa to find his way back in there. This is a dangerous spot. Like, if the Crocodile moves just a bit, it will be able to hit that. M15 also in a dangerous spot, although this doesn't have a Piat, so not as dangerous. 12-12 now. Yeah, SteppeKnight needs to find more flags. One, to be precise. Oh, Wolverine wins against 76 here. That's going to be a problem because now Jaapaasa can re-grab this flag and probably this one as well. So not much that will stop him here now. That's very problematic for SteppeKnight. 81mm mortar is revealing itself. So, oh, 105 versus Crocodile. Oh no, Crocodile finds the 81mm. Oh, and it goes down. Yikes, Hellcat coming in. There's an M15 to save the day though. SteppeKnight is so close, it just needs to find another flag for a bit. Yeah, this one's probably not going to survive. Yeah, this thing's laughs against infantry. 105 unfortunately cannot hold this. The M1 gun is also not in position to do it. So an M5 gun coming in to save the day might be a little bit too late. 13-11 once again. What did he... Oh, he grabbed this one with the armored rifles. Problem is the armored rifles are going to go down. Jaapaasa re-grabbing the flag. He's grabbing another one. Where? Oh, he's re-grabbed this one now. So we're back at 13-11 for Jaapaasa all of a sudden. Not looking good. The M15 did go down. The 76 might follow very soon. Not looking good for SteppeKnight. Although, if he can stay on his... Like, if he can remain on a single tick, it should be fine. Like, the... Yeah, Jaapaasa has 25 minutes to go, but he needs 31 minutes to completely win. And with this small of a ticket, of remaining tickets, I don't think that it's going to be enough to, like, he will... SteppeKnight will probably still have more than Jaapaasa. But it's going to be a close one. But if you look at the map, it does not look very good for SteppeKnight. Jaapaasa is much stronger on the map. And truthfully, like, a lot of his tools are very expensive. Like, his infantry is not cheap. Then we have some half tracks here, recon. Yeah, flamethrowers. SteppeKnight is very thin. So he really has to work hard to keep to stay in the game. The problem is also right here in the center, of course, where Jaapaasa has plenty of 2K assets to work with now, and SteppeKnight has barely any. He's the 105, and I think one already died up here. Mistaken, yeah, that was a 105. So he's one more 105. That's already damaged if I remember correctly. Oh. M5 gun. versus Crocodile. He can pen it with the APCR. Bailed. Oh, bailed out on the first hit. Oh, that's so mean. That's so bad. Second one bounces. The problem is now it's just gonna waste ammo on it. It's not gonna pen with the AP. Fresh push here by some AB Paras Piet will easily overwhelm the armored rifles LMG. I mean it's three of them. So there's a commander number 10 that would be ready to follow up very quickly. And I mean this flag is not really firmly secure now. But yeah, as I said, so there's center is also very dangerous now because other than the M5 guns, which he has enough of, SteppeKnight doesn't have many tools to contest the open now. Jaapaasa has plenty. He hasn't actually used the what's he called? Centaur? No, it is the Centaur. The 2K HE slash artillery thing. And he has Fireflies, he has 17 pounds, he has the what's it, 90 something mil. They're probably not going to bring them out now because it doesn't actually need them. And they're a big investment, but still. What's it shooting at? Yeah, it continues to waste ammo on the Crocodile. Wolverine now coming in. Hellcat going after that 76, and this time there is no M15 to save the day. There's also a lot of infantry here already, so these can push for... Oh, F6 might get on the back. No, it doesn't. Both of us would be here anyway to save the day. Some more students coming. The problem is they're not that effective anymore now. And 5 gun coming in to cover this off. It's going a little bit too far forward. Firefly might actually pick up a transport kill here, and that would be really bad. Yeah, now we're at the point where having Piats everywhere is going to be super helpful for Jaapaasa because SteppeKnight just cannot contest his forest patches. This is part of the reason why I felt like it was third US might be a risky pick here because you need the armor on this map. You have a lot of armored combat here, but you still have the forest patches that can be quite important. So not being able to fight in there can be quite difficult, I would imagine. But I don't know, maybe one of these players corrects me in the comments and tells me why third US is still fantastic for this map. And I mean, truthfully, if you look at it, you would, or at least from my point of view, if you look at this division, for me it would always look like it shouldn't work, but it actually does work really nicely if you make good use of your half tracks and tanks. But it's just very hard to do this in this forest patch, especially if you have the Piats all around in the light forest. This is really hard to contest it then. Yeah, I mean, down they go to another Piat. This is just one of the issues. Or maybe the Firefly took it out. No, Firefly sees the M5 gun. Oh! M5 gun just unloaded in time. It's going to open up on the Firefly now. APCR not turned off. Not sure if it needs it. I think the Firefly might be enraged. Spalling. I think that's more damage, right? Gets the kill. Yeah, it is more damage. Not a Crocodile coming in. The one here finally died. With the M5 gun, there's no APCR, so that's going to be an issue. Hellcat's coming in, going after... because it just wants to suppress this now. I might actually kill it. I hear an AT rifle or something, like, somewhere. Oh, the commander number 3 is going after the street. It should not pen this. This thing has 55 millimeters of armor. This thing has what, 20 mil pen? Yeah. This is gonna bounce. Though if this thing shows side armor, even then it probably won't pen. Wow, that is so bad. Boys, AT rifle is one of the worst AT rifles in the game. Still 13-11 though, so Jaapaasa still needs to pick up more flags. They cannot stay with this speed. He has 20 minutes left, a little bit less actually, and he needs a bit more than 25 minutes to take down SteppeKnight completely. And I think these 5 minutes difference might actually be around this, so it's gonna be tight. He still has more on the field than SteppeKnight, I feel like, but he has much less pushing power now. Because a lot of it is infantry, and he needs to support it well enough to be able to move forward. And unfortunately for him, he's kind of like, here he's kind of stuck unless he can get a breakthrough here, which a crocodile might afford him, to be honest, because once again, the M5 gun cannot do much. But he cannot really cross this open. This one, even though he has more 2K tools, is currently off limits as well. The town is not super easy at the moment. And he could push through here and then try to get into this flag, but it's not going to be very easy as well. From here, he just cannot really grab many flags. Like, this one is probably the most realistic one. But you have to be careful because there's tools set up here as well. Pushing through here, like, he can maybe try to get into this forest patch, but then he has the same problem where to go from there. I think what he needs is some more, what's it called? 2K, AT support or some artillery. And the centaurs are not that expensive, so you could probably bring them in. There's a good Air Force too. Oh, we do see blind bombing. That's a smart idea that might, in theory, afford SteppeKnight the flag here. The problem is, it misses because the demo is nicely tucked behind the building. Not actually even that much behind the building, just somewhere next to it. But yeah, with Wolverine here, Wolverine there's still a problem. 76 can solve that though. But that might bring SteppeKnight another flag that he desperately needs. The problem is though, SteppeKnight doesn't actually have that much AA left, and the Hellcats are still around. M5 gun here is getting killed. I mean, this could be the opener that Jaapaasa needs to grab this flag, and maybe even this one now. The 17 pounder can, yeah, can basically move forward and try to kill the 76. Someone just died here. Don't know what he was. Some armor of some sort. Ah, the Wolverine died to the M5 gun, I have to imagine. It still has the AP so he can kill the crocodile. Crocodile is backing off. He could push here. The M5 gun is not in a position to cover this off. Armored rifles here still holding the flag, although this one is suppressed, so it's everything is relying on this one. Oh, and it might actually get another flag here as well. That's a close one though. No, I don't think it will because the Vickers is here. Nice little attempt there. I mean, now you just have to make sure that you can find some flex. And we see a Centaur coming in. Yeah, this is the tool that he needs here. He can start opening up on this M5 gun. That would really help. And then he can fight his way into here somehow. Because once again, I think he needs more flag. I think he needs a 15-9. Wolverine versus 76. 76. Wolverine is double that, which is going to be an issue. However, the 76 should have an easier time penning the Wolverine. Wolverine that goes down, so this might be the opening that SteppeKnight was waiting for, because he might be able to grab this flag. Not a Wolverine coming in, but it's not in the right position to deal with that currently. But Jaapaasa has enough units here to start pushing either into this flag or into this now. It's going to be really problematic. 17 pounder is not moving forward. Could move forward and kill off the 76 there. That would be great. Might kill these depending on where they're going. Not really. Nope. Oh, fight here in the town. 76 shooting at the Wolverine. Oh no, at the infantry. Wolverine can also kill these, yeah. If it unloads now, it might survive this for a while at least, which is what SteppeKnight needs. Problem is he needs to hold on for 15 more minutes in general. And while he's definitely stabilized to some extent, he's still not in a very good spot. He could push forward here now, but he doesn't really do it. 76 could try to contest. Oh, but now, yeah, now there's 17 pounder. Ah, see if he goes down. Crocodile is just chilling here, so he decides not to push here. And there's infantry in the town is actually forced off. 76 coming in here for the center. It's risky if the 17 pounder sitting here. That's the issue. Centaur is shooting. Yeah, it's shooting at the M5 gun and the. Is it this one? The field team providing radio as well. It should be quite accurate. M5 gun moving forward though. Not really sure for what. The Wolverine maybe? Probably the Wolverine. Oh, Wolverine is already opening up. I think now the center. Yeah. Oh no, it's already retargeted. Oh, but the M5 gun gets suppressed. That's massive. Not a Stewie coming in here. Up north, push still not happening. 76 has been moved forward a little bit, but now the 17 pounder is there. It's going to be a big issue. And he's not going to be able to bomb this because the Crusader is here. Still 13-11. A slow game now. I mean, which is not uncommon for C-Phase, to be honest. I mean, both are aggressive incomes after all. So it's unfortunately still a rather slow grind fest now. Because we're, of course, well, we're not seeing Maverick versus Maverick. We do see Maverick versus Vanguard. So while this is better in my opinion, it's or like more interesting in my opinion to watch, still not the most interesting thing. Helka coming in, the 76 has revealed itself. One already went down, and once that goes down, I think Jaapaasa can push it here now, finally. Yeah, I should be able to. M5 gun shooting at the crocodile, I have to imagine. Yeah, it's not gonna pen this. He needs to resupply the APCR, but there are no supplies incoming so far. Back to 12-12 though, as he finally grabs this flag with a push forward. I mean, but oh, the 76 did go down. That's a major issue here though. And now is Sherman redirected. That can basically stop all of this. That's going to be a major issue. P-51 going after this infantry blob here. Can do a lot of damage, or at least a lot of suppression. Wow, look at that. Stewards everywhere. But the problem is, as I said, at this point in the game, the stewards are not as useful as they used to be before. 76 coming in as well to cover this off. Maybe a little bit redundant because the M5 gun is already there. The M5 gun might actually die to the Wolverine here. It has to be very careful. Sniper opening up. Stewart here to hold the line. Crocodile Knight just chilling there. 13-11 for SteppeKnight once again. How do you... Oh, he grabbed this one. And the push here has not been stopped yet. Although the commander number 10 actually might lose against the BIR. Maybe, because these don't shoot below 100 meter range. But the more commander number 6 are coming, and these will definitely be able to deal with that now. 2 minutes though. If SteppeKnight can somehow do this, he will win this game. All he needs to do is keep this lead somehow. Like, it's very thin. Like, it's not. It's gonna be very tricky to hold this. Like, this is overstretched, this front line here for sure. Like, this flag could go away any minute. This flag could go away any minute. These two might actually fall as well, like, somewhat soon-ish. So it's not a strong hold. Rifles Piat here forced off. Really nice there. The problem for Jaapaasa is also that, like, he's still nowhere near taking SteppeKnight down enough. So he might actually, like, if he still wants to win this, he needs, yeah, 12-12 now as he regrabs this flag, but then he also needs to, now he definitely needs the 15-9. He has 10 minutes left. And the 13-11 is not going to do it. Like, we can see, right? 20 minutes to take him down completely. Has 10 minutes left, so it's going to be a round here, which is not going to be enough. SteppeKnight's still going to win that. So now he needs to push. He can actually push down south, because the Crocodile should be relatively uncontested here. Nothing here can kill that. Just needs to go for it. With what he has in the open, once again, I mean, these flags are realistically grabbable. 17 pounder could move forward and open up on these tanks here, but so far it's just sitting back there. It's not going to do enough. Nice moving forward here. The problem is Stewart and the M15 might be able to stop that. These do not have, yeah, these do not have any AT on them, so that's going to be a bit of an issue. Hellcat going after the 76, gets the kill. Or no, I think it just damaged it and the Centaur finished it. Because there was a delay. I think the Centaur finished it. But yeah, not looking good. 14-10 now as he grabs, what did he grab? Oh, he grabbed this one finally. Nice pushing forward here. M5 gun goes down. The Wolverine is relatively uncontested. Stewart can kill it, but it's going to struggle, and the leader has a Piat. Something else I did, another M15 I think. 76 now. Trying to hold the line. 17 pounder could just move forward and kill it, but it still hasn't done this. That's frustrating to see. Now we see a fresh push with some commander number 6. Wolverine is backing off. Why? I mean, I do get it. Jaapaasa, of course, doesn't know what's here, but at this point, I think he could just try to go for it, honestly. But we found, oh, this is the other one with the sniper. Yeah, these are nasty. And stewards are called in, but stewards won't solve this problem, unfortunately, for SteppeKnight. Still 14-10 though. 8 minutes left now. But it's going to be 59 very soon as Jaapaasa is about to grab this flag. And SteppeKnight once again looking really thin on the map. Jaapaasa has definitely outtraded him. He just hasn't been in a great spot to actually push across a lot of the open. And he kind of missed some opportunities here, I would say. P51 coming in. There's no AA close, and this one is out of ammo anyway. Almost out of ammo. 68 now. 8 minutes left. Yet this will do the job. But he needs to keep this. I think that should bring him very close to what Jaapaasa has. And probably below. I think. Not 100% sure. But he definitely needs it. He cannot afford to lose this now. But it doesn't look like he's going to. Like, he's pushing forward for this flag now. If the 76 here dies, I think this basically game over for the open here, because then there's nothing that can stand in the Jaapaasa's way. A regular Sherman and the Steward is not going to do it. And when the half tracks are great in the forest, if there's Piats, they're not great at. Although the commander number 10 doesn't have Piats, so that might actually help. More Piats now just coming in to grab this. They will probably get unloaded here, which is going to be an issue. Centaur, just chilling there, doing some fire support, pushing it down here now. Okay, so it's not yet at the point where it just Q moves forward, but he is doing a lot of pushes now all of a sudden. So I guess Jaapaasa senses both the urgency and maybe also the weakness. I don't know who senses the weakness, but he definitely realized that he has to push now. Armored rifles here have been loaded up, but they're not driving away, which is odd. Piats here have been loaded way too early. Sherman now pushing forward, though there's nothing here to stop that anyway. Unless the half-track managed to drive close enough to unload and shoot a bazooka. Armored rifles here won't do much alone, and the half-track is not in a position that it can stop these commander number 6. And if it does, it will get spotted out by the crocodile. So this flag will fall momentarily, bringing Jaapaasa the 17-7, and then he needs to find one more for the 18-6, and this will definitely seal the deal. Like, once again, I'm not sure if this is enough, but 18-6 will do it. He just needs to grab this flag and the one down south. Armored rifles pushing forward though, so your SteppeKnight's holding on, just trying to grab some flags back. Commander number 10 cannot do much against the armored rifles in the half-track. However, the half-track also needs to be in a range where it can actually start shooting at the commando. What killed that? The half-track just died to what? This doesn't have AT. How? What? There's armor everywhere. Interesting. Yeah, this flag has fallen, this one has now fallen. 19-5 all of a sudden, and this will be enough to win the game for Jaapaasa. It was a close match. It took him a while, but I mean, like, look at that. Steppen has basically nothing left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 units on the field, and not all of them are super strong. Like, this is very cheap. This is not exactly expensive either. And it's getting even less. Oh no. He held on very well. Like, Steppen did a great job at holding on, but Jaapaasa was just constantly out trading him. And SteppeKnight surrenders, and the game goes to Jaapaasa. 46 minutes, 21 seconds. Nice long grind, but yeah, look at that. I mean, Jaapaasa outtraded SteppeKnight really nicely there by roughly 1,400 points, and that was definitely noticeable. If we look at the chronology. 1,400 points. 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 1 Jaapaasa actually got a lot of kills at some point early on. Surprised by that. I guess I think that's where SteppeKnight tried to push into the open and then run into all these infantry with AT weapons. I mean, SteppeKnight pushed quite nicely early on, got some good kills, but then it's a lot of good trades for Jaapaasa. And SteppeKnight just like really while he held ground, he didn't like look at that. He traded so poorly for quite a long time. And then he's got some better trades later on, but it just wasn't enough to save. There's so much red. Look at this. And I mean, like when it comes to infantry, SSB is just disgusting. Still, the price nerfs have helped, but its infantry is still so strong. Wow, look at that Sherman. Did so much work. I think that was the one up north, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I mean, it looks like Ypasa mostly won the armor fight, which is ironic. But I think having like the idea of having stewards everywhere is not a bad idea from SteppeKnight. I just think he needed some more Shermans, and I think the what's it, the jumbo would have really helped here. Because yeah, I mean having stewards everywhere is great to stop the infantry, but not when your opponent has plenty of Shermans around as well. 17 pound in the center also did a lot of work. Wolverine did, yeah, look at that. It's just crazy. Looking on SteppeKnight's side, I mean, yeah, he got some good kills with his plane. Slight armor did some work too. It's not as tanks were idle, but it just did not do as much as the Apasa's tank could do. But yeah, great game to both players. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you all for watching. See you next time.